If it is f of ax plus b, then it will be a horizontal stretch by a factor of a. The stretch word will change to expansion or compression depending on the value of a. That's why I'm just using the word stretch. It is a general explanation. And if I want to see that how much it has shifted left or right, so for that I will put the whole ax plus b equal to 0. That will give me ax is equal to minus b and x is equal to minus b over a. This is how I will get the point where it is shifted. Now, if the point is negative, it is shifted to the left. If it is positive, it is shifted to the right. But it will be shifted by this value. So now for our example, it was ln of 3x plus 2. So that's why we need to put 3x plus 2 equal to 0. That will give me x is equal to negative 2 by 3. So it is a horizontal translation by negative or by 2 by 3 to the left. That is how we will write.
So, sir, the whole transformation is defined by x equals minus 2 by 3. Like,
No. There are two things. You need to understand this properly, that this 3x is creating different effect and 3x plus 2 altogether is creating different effect.
okay.
Okay, so if I talk only about 3x, then 3x will cause the compression. Whenever there is a coefficient, so it always creates compression or expansion. But along with that, if I have plus or minus something, like over here we have 2. So it will be shifting to the left or to the right.
So it'll shift to the left.
Yeah, so this time it is shifting to the left because it is 3x plus 2. Okay, but I will still say that you keep it simple. Whatever is there inside, like from the beginning, I'm saying this only, that whatever is there inside, you just equate it to 0 and keep it simple. You'll get the exact answer if you do like this.
Okay.
Raghav, Rishon, is it clear to both of you?
Yes, sir, this was clear to me. I understood the first time you explained, but yeah.
Now the second part of the same question. Let fx is equal to ln x, the graph of f be transformed into a graph of g by the translation. Now 3 and minus 2 means what? If a point is like this, for example, okay, so it is shifted by 3 units to the right and minus 2 unit down. 3 comma minus 2 means this. So this point A will be translated or it will be transformed to A dash. I'm just explaining you with the help of a point. If it is a curve, then also it will follow the same logic. Okay. So please understand that if it is shifted by 3 units to the right, what changes I should make in ln x? And if it is shifted 2 units down, what changes should I make? Okay. So first of all, if anyone is not clear with what we are doing over here, you can ask. Then I will finally write the answer.
So can you explain this again? This is
Okay. Whenever we get such a question now, where they say that it is translated or it is transformed by a vector, this is called as a
yeah.
vector, column vector. Okay. So for understanding, you should assume it as a point only, that you are transforming a point by this vector. Now 3 comma minus 2 means it is literally 3 and minus 2, like the coordinates 3 and minus 2. So if your point A is shifted by 3 units, plus it is plus 3 now, so it will be shifted by 3 units to the right. Okay, this is the position of A when it is shifted only by 3 units, and minus 2 means it should go down by 2 units. So then from this position it will go down to A dash. So A dash is the final position of A if it is transformed by 3 comma minus 2. So that was like a preliminary analysis of the question. Now how to write it for the required question, let us see that. So gx is equal to If it is shifted to the right, then it will be ln of x minus 3. Okay, just focus on shifting to the right for now.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
everyone just see to it that ln of x minus 3 should be clear in your mind that it will shift the whole thing to the right by 3 units. Okay, and now I have to take the effect of this minus 2. So minus 2 means it is shifted down by 2 units. So that will be minus
Yeah,
2
just minus
outside,
2.
because that is the
Okay.
y value which is being reduced by 2. Okay, so gx is equal to ln x minus 3 minus 2. It will be written like this. Okay, after that they are saying followed by reflection in the x-axis. Okay, so if this point A is reflected in the x-axis, then it will go here. Okay,
Oh,
what
yeah.
should I do? What should I do for that? How do we find reflection in x-axis? There were two
You make
things.
ln minus. You make the yeah.
Y is equal to
Yeah.
minus fx and y is equal to f of minus x. Which one was reflection in x-axis?
So I think f of minus x.
Okay, I
Yeah.
want
F of
others
minus x.
also. F of minus
Yes.
x.
F of
Anyone?
minus x.
Okay, any explanation you have in your mind, like why you are taking f of minus x?
So, well, like for example, when you did x minus 3 in brackets, it was on the x-axis. So with the same logic, since it's inside the brackets,
Okay,
it would be on the horizontal.
fine. So everyone thinks it will be f of minus x. I'll tell you with
No,
the
so
help
it would
of
be
a
the other
graph.
one. This is the mistake. It would be the other one because they said reflection across the y-axis. So they're asking reflection of y because they asked for x-axis. So it'll be the other one.
Yes. Now just try to understand it like this. Okay, whenever you make a mistake, you should create some, like the best example is our body. Okay. Do you know that why do we get hiccups? Anyone knows the reason for getting hiccups whenever you get it?
Yeah, when a family member is remembering you.
That is the reason given by our parents. Okay, that is not the correct reason. Okay. Anyone knows the scientific reason of getting a hiccup? Okay, so let us learn something of bio. Okay, I also know few things, so I'll tell you. So there are two pipes in our neck, okay, in our throat. Okay, one is the windpipe from where we take the breath, and another is the food pipe from where the food goes in. Okay, both the
So
pipes
isn't
are
it involuntary?
what?
So isn't it involuntary?
It is involuntary. It is a defense mechanism of the body. Okay, so what happens? People say, na, like parents also tell us from the childhood that don't speak while eating. So when you speak, na, your windpipe will open, because when we speak, wind should come out of our mouth, then only we'll be able to speak. So windpipe will open when we speak. And while eating, if you are speaking, then your food pipe and windpipe both will open. So the food will go in the windpipe. Okay. Now, if some part of food is going in the windpipe, our windpipe have a defense mechanism that it throws the food up. It throws the food up till the time the complete windpipe is cleared. And that is the duration in which we get the hiccups. If it is done 10 times, 20 times, so that is the windpipe is throwing the food up again and again because they don't want food to go in. So that is a involuntary defense mechanism which is there in our body. That is one of the example. Like that, there are so many other defense mechanisms which are going on its own automatically. Because of that, we are always protected by the nature and all other things. Okay. So the same thing, the same mentality you should apply in your concepts also, that whenever you do something wrong, you should always have that type of logical reasoning in your mind that why it is right, why it is wrong. Try to analyze that. Okay. Try to question that thing. Now I'll tell you the graph. If it is y is equal to fx, let's say the graph is like this. Okay. Now think about it logically, that where should minus x lie? Should it lie downward or should it lie to the left? If this is positive x, then as per the coordinate system, minus x is over here.
Yeah.
So first thing, everyone knows this, okay? But this is not the way you think. That's why you do mistake, okay? So if it is f of minus x, means it should go like this. The same graph is reflecting on the other side and it is reflecting around y-axis. If you can think this much, you need not even learn that it is reflection around y-axis, okay? Now, one more graph I will tell. If it is y is equal to fx like this, okay? And if I'm saying that if I want to create minus fx, now minus fx means what? Your all y values are becoming negative. So y is positive over here. And if you want to create negative y values, it should go down. It means the whole graph should reflect downwards. So it is reflection in x-axis. I'm telling you my side, still I don't remember these, okay? I have never learned these and I cannot learn such things, okay? Like you can take it as a negative point or whatever, okay? But I think that whenever we can understand something, we should not learn it. Because in pressure situation, whatever you have learned, you will never try to retrieve it, okay? Or if you try to retrieve it, it will come it in some other way. That happens in exam a lot of time. And we do mistake because of that. Okay, so on the spot, train yourself to think like this. Then you will never do mistake in transformations, at least for reflection in X and Y. So if anyone have doubt in these two diagrams, you can ask. And if it is clear, then it should be well clear that what should we do with this to reflect it in the X-axis. Can anyone tell me?
We put minus before the limit.
Yeah, we should put a minus sign before the whole function. So now this gx, the original gx will be 2 minus ln of x minus 3. This is the final expression which will give us full marks. Okay. So these marks are given only because of that intellectual understanding. Okay. There is nothing much to write in such questions, but if you understand it properly, you will be rewarded. Okay. So such questions are rewarding questions if you know the concepts. Otherwise, marks, you forget about the marks. These are very difficult questions. Okay, and like whenever there is a grading system in any of the education system, then these type of questions always create a difference. Out of 10 students, I'm guaranteeing that 6 or 7 students will never understand these concepts properly. They will always be having some confusion, some doubt. Okay, so please change the attitude how we look for reflection. And then that's why I gave an example of the defense mechanism, that if we tend to do a mistake, we should have that signal within us that there is something wrong. So on the spot in exam also, you should be able to correct it.
Yes, sir. So just a question. This is a 5 mark question. You said not like that, but when we're solving with the workings, right? Is it like a one-word answer, or do we try to show
No.
that
We
we
need to
understand?
show the steps. Like there are 3 things which we are doing.
Okay.
Okay. First is we are shifting everything to the right. Okay.
Yeah.
So that is done by, you can do it in step, like step by step, you can do it. So you can say that from
Okay.
ln x, we will first reach to ln x minus 3. How?
Okay.
When we take an effect of this 3. And
Okay.
then,
So I have to explain it with words
yeah,
like systematic.
yeah. And then minus 2, and then finally that minus sign. So for that, you can take a reference of this thing, that we know that y is equal to minus fx is reflection in x-axis. Okay.
Yes.
The whole function will have a minus sign, and that will give me the final expression. Text is not valued in writing the answers. If you are adding so much text, so much English language, English statements,
Yeah.
there's no extra marks given for that. So sometimes
Okay.
if you feel that if you are not able to express properly, you can add some text also. Okay, but try not to add so much text. It will take more time and then your paper will not be completed. Okay, so if anyone have any general question, you can ask. Otherwise, we can quickly move on to next question. Is it done, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Rishon, done?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the next question we can take is of exponents and log. This is also a most, like we can consider this is most repeated question. You will always find a question like this in your exam if that unit is there in the portion.
So this particular question, I think we did, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, there are 1 or 2 marks which are deducted in the end. Have we done this question in the class?
Yes, sir, we have. That's why I remember. My mistake was that.
Okay, let us be quick and do it fast. Okay, if we have discussed it, it will not take much time. What should be the first step? I would like to know your side first.
Right.
First, Raghav, it's okay, don't see it. You just do it on the spot. Okay, if you will search, then you will not be able to think.
Yeah.
Okay, can anyone tell me that what should be the first step?
We need to express it in terms of 2 and 3. So first it will just be 2 raised to power 4 x minus 1 and 2 into 3 raised to 4x, and then we put ln in both of them and then we put it up and we work it like that.
Okay, this will give you the answer, but the more simplest step will be whenever you have these x terms in the power, okay, whenever you have such x terms, the first thing you should do is take ln on both the sides. Okay, that should be your first response. So
Yes, sir.
taking ln on both the side, it will be, and then applying the property, these powers will come in front. So x minus 1, ln 16 can be written as 2 to the power 4. And then over there, it can be written as ln 2 plus ln 3. Because ln 6 is 2 and 3. Ln AB is, so we can apply this property and that's it. Now it's just simplification required.
So we need to put the 4x there as well, right?
Yeah, 4 will come in front. So it will be 4 ln 2 is equal to ln 2 plus ln 3. I'm doing it quickly now. So 4x ln 2
4 on
minus,
the other side as well. Before we cut it, we need to put that.
that is optional because on the other side also it will go in denominator. So I'll try, I usually don't put that till we have 4 as a multiple on the other side, need not put it. So
Okay.
4x ln 2 is equal to 4 ln 2 plus ln 2, it will be 5 ln 2 plus ln 3. And I will get x is equal to 5 ln 2 plus ln 3 over 4 ln 2. That's it. We can take those coefficients back to the power, but don't do that because they are asking express answers in the form of ln 2, ln 3. So that will be the final answer. Okay, is it done, everyone?
Why didn't you take the 4x on the other side?
Okay, the question was to solve. Solve means to get the x value. So I was trying to keep x isolated. That's why 4x ln 2 was kept as it is. Okay, and then finally I just sent 4 ln 2 on the in the denominator of other side so that x will be alone. That will be the final answer. There are two types of question which can be created in mathematics. One will be for solve and one will be for evaluate. Both look same, but they are different. When they say evaluate, evaluate means you can even put the value of this ln2, ln3 in the calculator and get the final answer in decimal. That is the meaning of evaluate. Okay. But when they say na, like it is specifically mentioned that express your answer, then we can leave it in intermediate steps. But in general, never leave your answer like this. Okay, you should put the values and solve and get the final answer. Okay, we are moving on. Just let me know if we have taken this question before. If not, then we can just do it because this is also a good one. This is not difficult, but like there are lots of terms involved, so the calculation will be a bit complicated. Triangle has sides of length where n is greater than 1 and the longest side is n square plus n plus 1. Show that the largest angle is exactly 120.
So we may have done a similar question, but I don't think we did the same.
Okay. I will just tell you the strategy because solving part is like all algebra. So I'm assuming that you guys can very easily manage. But for such question, just make sure that you draw a rough triangle. Whatever triangle you like, you can draw it. It really doesn't matter. Right angle triangle will also do. Now, n square plus n plus 1 is the longest side. So this will be the largest angle. And on the vicinity of this angle, we can write the other two sides anywhere. There is no rule for them. Now we need to prove that this angle is 120. So straight away go with cosine rule. Okay. I'm writing them as like this is A, this is B, and this is C. So we need to write b square plus c square minus 2bc over no b square plus c square minus a square over 2bc. ABC values, just plug it over here. It will be complicated in solving because it's a typical question of algebra. Okay. But after solving, you have to make sure that this thing should be reduced to negative 1 by 2. Okay. Just check it out in the calculator. The value of cos 120, is it negative 1 by 2? So in solving such questions, you will get a very big expression and back of your mind, you should be clear that I need to cancel out everything and my answer should be negative 1 by 2. If you keep this in your mind while solving it, most probably you will reach it. And still, if anyone faces difficulty in solving this question, when you will do it later, you can just put those steps on WhatsApp and let me know. So we are moving on.
So just for the record, this is on recording, right?
Yeah, this is on recording.
Okay, so yeah.
Okay, so the next question, we can try this one. Diagram below shows a fenced triangular enclosure in the middle of large grassy field. Points A and C are 3 meters apart. A goat G is tied by a 5 meter length of rope at point A. Given that the corner of enclosure at C forms an angle theta radians and the area of field that can be reached by the goat is 44, find the value of theta. Okay. This is an interesting question and it's all about diagram. You should understand the diagram. What is
So
the
when I
meaning of
first,
it?
so when I first saw this question in the exam, I started laughing a bit in my head because I didn't know what is he.
Yeah, because there are various interpretations. Okay, like this is a triangular enclosure. Okay, so let's say there's no triangular enclosure, then goat can eat everything. Goat can eat everything in this triangular, in this circular radius. That is the obvious thing. Okay, now you have to understand one thing, that the grassy part is only this triangular part. Okay, so if goat has to eat, they have given that the area that can be reached by the goat is 44 meter square. Okay, so goat, if goat has to eat grass, goat will definitely go like this only. Okay, somewhat like this. It can go till here. We don't know till where it can go. Okay, but roughly we will take till here only. Okay, now to make your diagram bit simpler, I will just take it like this, assuming that it will be just like this. After that, it cannot go further. So this is the theta which we need to focus on. Okay. Now, what is the connection between this angle and the given one? How do we connect them? Yes, anyone have any idea?
No, sir.
I'll give you a few more hints. This length is 5. Okay, till where it is going, we don't care, but at least this length will be 5 because this is the length of the rope. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so if I'm considering this triangle, okay, please don't think that why it is going till here, it can go anywhere. Okay, but assuming that it will touch this base only. So anywhere it is touching the base, it really doesn't matter. We can take it like this. In this triangle, we have this theta. Okay, now they have given us the area. Area that can be reached by the goat is 44 meters square. This is an interesting information because from here only we will try to get something. Okay, so if I have the area, can I get this angle? Let this angle be alpha. About the triangular fence part, they have given anything? No, nothing is given. Yes. How do we get this alpha? Anyone? Theta upon 360 times pi r square is the area of sector. Okay, theta upon 360 times pi r square is the area of sector. They have already given us the area that can be reached by goat is 44. So that will be equal to 44. Now pi will be cancelled. Alpha by 2 times phi square is 44. Just calculate the value of alpha. 88 divided by 25, that is 3.52. 3.52 radians. Okay. 3.52, if you want to convert that in terms of pi, how do we do it? Like 3.52 is how many pi? That's what I'm asking. So 1 pi is equal to, like, what is the value of pi? 1 pi is equal to 3.14. Okay. 1 pi is equal to 3.14. So pi upon 3.14 is equal to 1. Now I have how much? 3.52. So 3.52 times pi upon 3.14, that will be the value, that will be the multiple in terms of pi. I'm just telling you, if you want to convert, for now we can leave it in this form only. Now how do we find this angle? From the given information, can we use trigonometry to get the angle?
So maybe half AB sine C.
And that will give the area. I'm asking about the angle.
So I mean we have never mind, sorry.
We don't have perpendicular height, so we cannot go with area. That is 90. Now, as of now, my intuition is that this angle will be theta, but till the time we don't have any proof, we cannot. Now here we are feeling a bit stuck because we don't have this side. Fenced triangular enclosure in the middle of large grassy field. Point A and C are 3 meters apart. We need to just use this AC. How we can use it, that we need to think. Given that the corner of the enclosure at C forms an angle theta, the area of the field that can be reached by code. Oh, there is one more thing which we need to consider. They are talking about large grassy field. Okay, area of the field that can be reached by goat means we will calculate the area starting this point. Okay, please see to it that everyone understand this. We are just talking about the grassy part where goat can reach. Okay, so if we consider only that much part, then the alpha value which we have got now, like the calculation, the alpha value which we have got is this. This is the alpha value, 3.52. Okay, if there is any doubt, anyone, you can ask. Still, logically, how it is possible? Then it can go till here, because 3.14 is the pi value. This whole thing is pi. And if we are getting 3.52 means it is going beyond pi, like this. Okay. So there is a small assumption I am taking in the diagram. Goat starts from here, okay, because we cannot consider that we'll start from here. It was given over there, so we'll take it from there only. So just imagine we are just taking the total area where goat can reach. So starting from here, this is the whole semicircular area where goat can reach. Okay, it is not about how much grass goat can eat. It's about total area of reach of the goat. Okay, plus from the diagram, if you consider, just keep this D aside, semicircle aside. If you look at this portion, the remaining area is almost equal to area of a sector. I'm not saying exact, but this is a small approximation which we have to take. Now, if we take this approximation, I can say that the total area which goat can reach will be pi r square by 2, that is area of a semicircle, plus area of that sector. Why I'm interested in that small sector? Because over there I will introduce theta. Area of sector is pi minus theta over 2 pi times pi r square, that is 2 square. Okay, what I have written right now with this red red and black. If anyone have doubt in that, you can ask. So what I'm saying is that if you take this assumption, okay, then sector plus this semicircle will give you the total area, and that will be equal to 44. And over here, if you'll check now, the only unknown is theta. So we can get the value of theta directly by solving this equation. Okay, based on the information they have given, based on the diagram which we are analyzing, if this is true, like if this is clear, you can still go through it later also, okay? But this is the only thing which is convincing as of now, okay? I will watch some other mark scheme also. So if there is something which is different than this, I will discuss. Otherwise, there is a small assumption that we are ignoring this area. There might be some area which we are ignoring. Okay, so when we'll solve this equation, we can get the answer. So pi cancelled. 2 and 2 will also be cancelled. So this is 25 by 2 times pi plus 2 times pi minus theta is equal to 44. Now it is just solving. Okay, solving part can be done. If anyone have doubt, you can ask. First, let us discuss the doubt. If anyone have any
Sir,
question.
I don't mean to interrupt, but can I leave because I have another class?
Yeah, sure. No worries.
Okay, thank you, sir. Have a nice day.
You too. Bye.
Yeah, bye.
Yes, Raghav. It is a bit difficult to digest. I can see from your face.
Yes, I'm
If
just
you
thinking.
search hard enough, you could probably find like a explanation for this question.
Are you getting any explanation on Google?
Sir, I can find one for you.
Okay. So fine. We will carry on from here. It's okay. If this thing is even 50-60% clear, it's fine. Okay. I will also search for the explanation. It will definitely be there. Okay. And apart from this, if there is anything else in the explanation, then we will discuss. Otherwise, I think this will be fine. Okay. The main thing is we should check the answer, like how much is the answer given over there. Okay. So if we get the
I
answer,
found an
then
explanation. I
did
don't
you?
mean to interrupt. Sorry. Yeah, I found one explanation.
Okay, just send the
Should I-
link.
Okay, I'll just okay. So they've drawn the diagram of the slide. So they just did area of a semicircle plus area of a sector. But the semicircle they drew is different. Like the triangle is also different.
Okay, but the calculation which I can see over there is same.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
We will explore it more, okay, because I am also not convinced. Such questions, whenever we get stuck in such questions,